what do your results mean for HR policy or the practice of HR?
Thank you, Jelena. Great question. Actually, you will see from the enthusiasm that Christiaan was the one who collected the data and invited us to frame the study, and it was a great collective effort. So we should have introduced this talk with that, but let's go to the end, at least do the introduction. Thank you, Christiaan, for inviting us to this study. It has immense implications for HR policy and practice, because human resource practitioners struggle in multinational enterprises. They walk a tightrope between progress and tradition. They have what they learned from HR policy and practice from universities, which is quite progressive. It's about inclusion, it's about diversity, equality. They need to promote these ideals. But when they go to the workplaces, they hit the market conditions and also contextual aspects such as cultures and religious dogma. They struggle to reconcile these differences. And we chose, we have data, very rich data, to show how HR practitioners in a very dire context, toxic and antagonistic context, walk this tightrope and make it possible through subtle mechanisms. Because in the West, when we study HR, we have very explicit theories of, allyship, which is loud and proud. But in this context, it won't work. It would be counterproductive. So HR practitioners need to continue doing what they do based on evidence-based HR. But they also need to recognize the local conditions and EMIC standards, idiosyncratic understandings of HR management. So they, in order to accommodate both an evidence-based HR in a local context, which is contrary to some of those assumptions, they need to prioritize meaning. First of all, they need to prioritize values and meaning and virtues. And one of the key virtues here is the human rights. Pierre Bourdieu talks about hysteresis, the moment between progress and tradition. We are at this moment, internationally, half of the countries have recognized equality for sexual orientation and gender identity, and half of them are struggling with it. And this moment of struggle for this group is a human rights struggle recognized by the United Nations. So HR has a role to play in this regard. And it can make a major difference if they develop strategies custom-made to fit local conditions, rather than to try and assert evidence-based strategies developed in the global north to the conditions in the global south. It won't work. We know that it won't work. But what would work? So our paper offers a lot of possibilities, theoretical possibilities, and more importantly, practical possibilities of HR practitioners getting involved in difficult decisions and difficult processes.